What's going on, Internet? Iron Jordan here. So today we got a brand new ban list from Konami. Today is September the 20th, 2021. It's a Monday, a beautiful day to be home from work and working on more things after work. But yeah, today we got the ban list. A lot of people are very upset about it. They think it didn't hit quite enough, that it didn't touch on quite enough. And I agree with those people for the most part. And we're actually going to have a ban list review video coming out probably tomorrow, the day after you're seeing this. So, but for today, what I wanted to do is when I saw the ban list, I wanted to get my wheels turning. So, as some of you know, I switched to the Brigade version of Tri-Brigade after playing the List version for almost 6 months, actually longer than that. I've basically been playing Brigade since December. So, yeah, 7 months almost I've been playing Brigade. I'm sorry, List Tri-Brigade. But recently, about a month ago, I switched to the Brigade engine and found a little bit more competitive success with it. And found that it just generally was more consistent, which is why most people have gravitated to this as the competitive build. But with the hits today on the ban list, spoiler alert, obviously if you haven't seen it already, go check it out, then come back here. We're going to talk a little bit about it right now. Tinky went to 1 and Barrage has been banned. So I think these were like slap on the wrists bans for us. I actually think that Prank Kids got the biggest ban, or limit in Meow Meow Mew going to 1, because that really hurts their consistency. It really hurts their ability to play the grind game, not their consistency, but their ability to consistently play the grind game. And it also means that when they get interrupted, it hurts their deck a lot more than what it used to. So I think that Drytron got the lightest slap, the lightest tap on the wrist, with Eva going to 1, because a lot of players were only playing 1 Eva anyway. So for a lot of players, it didn't even change their list. But for sure, we got some big hits in the Tri-Brigade deck, which we're actually going to go over right now. How I fixed my Tri-Brigade deck. So basically, I saw the list while I was at work today. I came home and I was brewing the whole time in my brain, like, it's 3 cards. Like, how hard can it be to replace 3 cards? It's pretty easy, guys. So obviously, this is what my list is going to look like going forward. At least my initial list. This is what I'm probably going to be taking to locals and playing online for this foreseeable future, unless this list just becomes dumb. But I've spent like the past 2 hours just testing hands and playing some casual games here or there. And so I have put a little bit of time and thought into this. This is a day one, change, but it'll evolve as we go on. So obviously we're playing 3 Kit, we're playing 3 Nerval, we're playing 3 Fractal. This is pretty standard. We are playing 3 Karis. Most players don't play 3 Karis, although I think that if you're not playing 3 Karis before the list, you're probably playing 3 Karis now. I think it's just a very good card. It helps you extend. I think that a lot of people have realized that Karis saves you whenever you get interrupted. Just being able to start your chain all over again by pitching a Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast, and going off from there is very, very good. We got 3 Revolts because this card did not get touched. I kind of knew this card wasn't get touched. I think I called it in my ban list prediction video that Tinky would go to 1 and that this card would stay because this card's in the Mega Tens. And so we're going to have this card until January at the very least, to the chagrin of many non-Tri-Brigade players. Like, guys, come on. Tri-Brigade's a fair deck as far as it goes, like meta decks wise. Like, we're in a pretty healthy meta. And yes, this card is by far the most powerful. It's DDR, or not DDR, Return from a Different Dimension, that summons a dude that banishes non-targeting, and that's insane. But as far as like power cards go, this is a pretty fair power card. You can literally sideboard MST and then force me to use this early on your standby phase, and it does nothing. But one of the cards that we replaced those 2 Tinkies with is Tri-Brigade Airborne Assault. So you guys probably haven't seen this card before, or maybe you have because you were upset that you opened it in one of your what is this, Phantom Rage boosters that this was in. But this is a quick play card that I actually have been experimenting with quite a lot even before I switched to Brigade. I was doing this in the Rescue Cat version of the deck as well, which is a quick play spell card, which is searchable, by the way. Target 1 Beast, Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast monster you control. Special summon 1 Beast, Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast monster from your deck in defense position with a different type and with less attack, with less than or equal attack to that monster, but its effects are negated until the end of the turn. You also cannot special summon monsters to the extra deck for the rest of this turn. Except Link monsters, you can only activate 1 Tri-Brigade Airborne Assault per turn. So this card just acts as an additional extender for us. This kind of takes the place of Barrage and Tanky, like I said, where this card is literally just going to go like any of your cards in the deck. It doesn't matter how low their attack is, will always have a target. So Nerval, if you have a Nerval on board and you need to get another card on board with Nerval to go into your Baron Blossom and then make your plays, if you have Airborne Assault in your hand, you can go into Rapier from your deck, because Rapier has less than or equal to attack than Nerval. Same thing goes for Rapier. Obviously, if you're playing Rapier, you're going to ditch the Thoroughblade and then go into the Shotgun 9 play. But let's say that your Rapier gets ashed and you have Airborne Assault in your hands. You can then go into Nerval and then go into your Baron Blossom to extend your plays. It's a very, very good card. The one downside to this card is that you cannot do Zodiac shenanigans after you activate this card, and it's very difficult to search off of Bear Broom and then resolve because Bear Broom says you can only special summon Tri-Brigade monsters for the rest of the turn. So you have a difficult time using this afterwards. Usually you're still searching for Revolt. Three Pot of Desires is a standard in this list. It's actually probably a little bit safer now because you're not banishing your one of Barrage and you have more Thoroughblades in your deck. So this is probably a little safer than it used to be. You are banishing your Tinkies more than likely, but Tinky's just your fourth copy of Fractal now. So you're not really decreasing that chance of seeing Fractal, honestly. The one Tinky, obviously, which is really funny. I picked up my third Tinky. I was only playing two in real life, in paper, before, like, literally this weekend on Friday or Saturday, I picked up my third Tinky. And I was really upset because it was a different print. It was the secret rare speed duel one. I was like, oh man, it doesn't match my other two because my other two were supers from they were the OG supers, I think. So first editions. And but now I can just play the secret rare one, and yay! Now I won't have that OCD bother me. Foolish Burial, I play this. I know a lot of people don't, but I love this card. It just acts as an additional way to, if your Fractal gets Ash, you can go into Kit and then do your combo. Called by the Grave, obviously, it's still legal. Some people wanted this banned. I think Called by the Grave should stay at one forever. This card's completely fine. It's completely fair. Like, people complaining about this card, Crossout Designator is way worse for the format, and eventually that card will be at one anyway. So you'll have one Called by, one Crossout. Next, we have Rapier, obviously. Three Thoroughblade. Most people were playing two. I was playing two. Bumped it up to three. This just is the consistency for how often you can see Thoroughblade with another Zoo monster pitching to draw card, fit your hand, and then go into your Chakra 9 play. Because obviously you have to have a Zoo in your graveyard already before you do your Chakra 9 plays. So then we have three Ash Blossom Joyous Spring, three Droll and Lockbird, three Infinite Impermanence as our hand trap lineup. Obviously, this Droll can be something else. If your metagame is more combo oriented, you can go into Nibiru if you want. You can play Lancia, but you probably shouldn't play Lancia in this deck because it affects you as well. We have three Strites. We have one Imperial Order because this card, for some reason, did not get banned. I would have loved to see this card get banned. We just play a third Airborne Assault, honestly. But yeah, they for some reason kept IO around, despite the fact that this and Mystic Mine were the two cards that like everybody agreed on the most. Like, yeah, ban those cards. And they were like, hey, what about Barrage? And people were like, Barrage wasn't the problem, though. So, yeah. Extra deck, Baron Blossom. Two of those, because use the first one to start up your combo, use the second one to recover on the next turn. Bear Broom, you only need one. Two Charades. One Rudel. I can't wait to get this card in Super. One Harpy Conductor. This is simply here because of our sideboard. Harpy's Featherstorm just keeps us from getting Nibiru'd in game 2 or 3, like if we know our opponent is on Nibiru. Also, it's a VFD. You can literally, like, why would you make this? Why would you make, look, Double Dragon Lords is a great card, or Double Dragon Lords is a great card. But when you draw this, like in game 3 when you know we're going first, and you have the Harpy Conductor on board, it's like, GG, man, this is VFD, so hey. One Heralds Red, obviously the Double Dragon Lords. One Appaloosa Bow the Goddess. One Almirage, this is just obviously in case you break and you end on, or you open just a Nerval or just a Kit to get your combo going. Zeus and the Zodiac Engine, which is, still good. Sideboard for us is going to be Nib, 3 Alphas. This card is just insane in this deck. This is the best card. This is the second best deck for this card, the first one being Maju. We have Raigeki, we have Harpy's Feather Duster, we have 3 Twin Twisters, because if they see you playing Tri-Brigade, they're going to side in Lancia, which means you're not going to be able to use your Cosmic Cyclones. I do not care if you play against Eldritch 10 out of 10 games. This deck is 1,000 times better than Eldritch, and you should beat it every time. Twin Twister gets you to ditch your guys to set up your plays, and it gets rid of their back row, and it gets around that Lancia that they're going to be siding against you. So do not play Cyclone in Tri-Brigade. It's bad. Even if pros do it. I'm telling you not to listen to the pros this one time. This is the correct thing for Tri-Brigade. Uh, Red Reboot. Obviously, this card's free, and then 3 Harvey's Featherstorm. This card is just a cute tech for me, so like you don't have to play this if you don't want to. This is probably actually objectively bad to play, and then takes up an extra deck slot for like no reason. But I like it, so I'm going to continue to play it, and that's how I feel about it. Yeah, this is the entire deck list. If you enjoyed it, let me know. I mean, it runs. I've been playing. I've done test hands. I've done gold fishing. I've played games with this over the past 2.5 hours now, and it just seems like it's the same deck. It doesn't feel like it's changed anything at all. So I think people at first, when I was looking at all the Banlist reactions, were maybe a little like overreacting, like, oh, it's not going to change anything. But they made VW better. They gave Drytron a slap on the wrist. They didn't even change a lot of people's decks. They gave us a slap on the wrist and Tri-Brigade players. And they gave Prank Kids probably the biggest hit, but there's still going to be a good playable deck. Shadal Invoke Dogmatica didn't get anything touched, which it probably should have. Io didn't go anywhere. Talby didn't go anywhere. Dragoon didn't go anywhere. The format's going to be the same. It's just going to be the same. Maybe the Sword Souls come out and they're good enough to like sneak into the top 5, but I highly doubt it. I have not played much with that deck, but I've seen a lot of it played like on Pat's channel and stuff, and it seems good. It just doesn't seem like it's better than what we have right now. So let me know what you guys think about this list. What would you change? How do you feel about Airborne Assault? I think this card is great, but you let me know. And I'm gonna stop taking up your time, and I hope you have a good one. I'll see you in the next one.